The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And off we go here in Anchorage. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Bass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Operating from the gun. Bass. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bass. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Dillon. And his throw is incomplete. If you look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Bass. And Thomas has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Bass. Looking for Elliott, and he's got the catch on a crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now a 2nd and 6.
The 11-yard line.
Back to throw. Bass. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Off play action. Dillon. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2. 3rd and 12 as they've got it as we resume action. On 3rd down, Dillon. They'll run the screen with Moss. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Bass. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Bass. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Bass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Bass. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll go again here with Moss. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Moss. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And the return man will shuffle through the right stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this done near the 30-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Bass. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, Bass. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, Dillon. And he's got his man on the out route. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First down, Snowhawks.
Looking to throw. Dillon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Dillon. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. To throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis on this first half. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. On 1st and 10, Bass. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Bass over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Looking to throw. Bass to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Huskies would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Bucs will not finish above 500 this year, but 8-9 is still within reach as they pick up victory number 5. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. The Bisons keep their postseason hopes alive as the victory runs their mark to 8-6 on the year. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. The Raiders are just playing out the string here in December, but they are able to up their mark to 4-10 with the win.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. For this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Dillon.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on 1st down, Bass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Bass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bass over the middle. It's Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
On 1st down, Bass. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw. Bass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Bass. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st and 10, Dillon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And
he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run on first down with Moss. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down, Dillon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Dillon. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2. Dillon. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left, Moss. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Holding. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
73 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Moss. Touchdown.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things had not been going their way. But they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point attempt to come here. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There's a nice move. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Call that a gain of 11.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 10 more there and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Dillon. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the RPO, he completes it. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Dillon. He finds his man. Complete. That's Moss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Dillon. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw. Bass.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Bass. That one complete. Elliott. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Bass. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Bass. Fighting to stay upright. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bass. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bass. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Throwing to start the drive. Dillon.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Dillon. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes Anchorage to take over offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bass. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. To throw on third down, Bass. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. He'll look to throw. Able to complete to Moss. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Holding. Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. To throw on 2nd down, Dillon in trouble, and he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Anchorage, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.